Namaste and welcome to today's video. Today's theme and focus is going to be the hips. I'd like to see the hips as our emotional center in the body. A lot of nerves run in and out of the hips, and also our major energy channels connect from our root chakra in the bottom of our spine or between the sit bones. So working with the hips, as mentioned in previous videos, a lot of emotions can start to arise. It's the area where our fight and flight response is triggered. Usually when we can't act out in those situations, we tend to tense up our glutes and lock in the energy in and around the hips. So emotions can start to come to the surface, and just allow whatever comes up to happen. Sit with the emotion, maybe start to investigate where this emotion can come from. Is any particular situation, past traumas in your life? Also going to be working with the two lower chakras, the root chakra, which stands for stability and safety, security, and our sacral chakra, which stands for sex drive and emotions and our desires in life. So starting to arrive at the yoga mat, find a comfortable seat, long spine, shoulders relaxed, down from the ears, palms resting, either facing up or facing down, whatever feels comfortable. And allow your eyes to close. Sit bones grounding down into the mat, connecting with your roots, with the earth beneath you. Finding that long, beautiful spine, top of the head reaching up towards the sky. Noticing where your body is at today. Observing any tension and sensations around the hips. Observing your mind, your thoughts. Noticing how the breath feels like. The length of your breaths. The sensations. How the breath is pulling fresh energy into the body. Allowing any thoughts of the past or the future to be put aside just for the moment. You can pick it up again after your practice. Take a final deep breath in and release out through the mouth. Softly coming back, opening the eyes. We'll move into the first Yin asana of the day. from all fours to child pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Arms outstretched in front of the body. Maybe the forehead finds the mat. Eyes closed. Listening to your breath. Start to check in with your hips, your pelvic area, your groin. Allowing the spine to relax. Hips sink heavy down towards your heels. Connecting back to the time where you were a child. If there's any situation there, any past wounds, traumas that you might still be holding on to. And notice if you can feel this physically in your body, or if these emotions that arise from the past creates any sensations in the physical body. Take 2 deep breaths. Slowly coming all the way back up. And if you want to, you can sway the hips side to side. If there's any tension, if there's anything you need to release and neutralize before moving into the next pose. Coming into frog pose, Mandukasana. And I would recommend that you, because we're going to separate the knees and it might be a bit tough on the knees, so you might want to put a blanket. Otherwise, if the yoga mat is enough, you can start to separate the knees as wide as comfortable, finding 90 degrees in the knee and in the foot on each side. From here, if it feels good, you can start to come down on your forearms. And if you want more stretch, allow the hips to pull backwards. Take a moment to find a comfortable place, coming into the pose. Connecting with your breath. Turning your focus, your attention into your body, into your hips. You can allow the head to just hang down, relaxing the neck. Finding that inner peace, stillness. Sending your breath into the hips, into the groin, and the pelvis. Whenever it starts to feel tough, just keep connecting with your breath. Soft, gentle breath. Allowing the rest of the body to relax, the jaws, the face soft. Coming back to that inner center of peace. Take 2 deep breaths. You're down on your forearms, come up to the palms. Slowly moving the knees together, finding a seat. Crossing the left leg over the right, coming into Gomukasana legs, counter pose, neutralize. For less intensity, you can move the feet away from the body. If you want more intensity, move in closer. We're not going to stay here for very long. Just find a place where your body can neutralize. Sit bones, keep grounding down. Finding that long spine once again. Final deep inhale. Exhale, release and switch. Other leg on top. It doesn't matter where your legs are. If the knees is coming up more. Whatever it looks like, it's perfectly fine. We're just here to neutralize the intense stretch of the previous pose. Focus on the long spine, finding that stable grounding from your sit bones into the earth. Taking deep breaths from your hips all the way up to the top of the head. Deep breath in. Exhale to release. Once again, come into tabletop position. From here, we have 2 alternatives. So for a more intense stretch, we're going to move into swan by walking the hands forward a few centimeters, starting with the side that is the most open, if you know that one of your hips is more open than the other. If not, you can start with the left. Moving the knee towards the wrist. Opposite leg stretches straight back. Kneecap facing down. Starting with the chest lifted. And here we want support for the hip. So if the hip is not resting on the mat, find a blanket or a pillow or a yoga block. You can put it underneath the hip to find stability. Finding a comfortable place for the knee and the hips. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale to come forward. And here you can adjust the foot further away from the body for more stretch, closer to the body for less. Alternatively, especially if you have problems with your knees or hips, you can find a pose lying down, crossing the ankle over the front thigh and hugging the knee into the chest. It's the same stretch, working the same parts of the hips without putting any strain on your hips and knees, the same way as in Sleeping Swan. So wherever you are, take some time to find a comfortable position, allowing the body to become still, allowing the mind to slow down, and the breath to flow softly in and out of the body. Sending the breath into the hips. And allowing the breath to unblock and untangle any trapped emotions, any stuck energy in your hips. You can visualize like a ball of yarn where your breath is untangling one thread at a time. Notice if you're clenching any parts of your body. Allow your face to soften, your jaws to relax. Allowing your whole body to become soft and relaxed. Releasing any tension, anything you've been holding on to in your hips with each exhale. Take 2 deep breaths. If you're on your back, let go of your knee, release both from the feet down into the mat, allowing the knees to sway from side to side. If you're a sleeping swan, coming up to your palms, moving the back knee forward, front knee back, to tabletop, swaying the hips from side to side. Taking a few deep breaths, eyes closed. Just noticing any sensations in your hips. Preparing to do the same thing on the opposite side. Come to stillness. Either lying on your back, come into the pose, other side. On your tabletop, other knee forward. Just legs stretching straight back. Finding a comfortable place for your knee and your hip. Stable pose. Finding support for your hip. Long spine. Deep breath in. Exhale to come forward. And this side might look different and feel different. So adjust to your body, how your body feels like today, without putting any judgment. Just listen to your body, be kind to yourself. And once you've found your place, relax into the pose, relax into the stillness, connecting with your breath, connecting to your inner center of peace and stillness. If any thoughts or any emotions arise, become curious, investigate why these emotions coming up, where do they come from? Are they trying to tell you something? Also listen to your body. If you want to go deeper, if your body wants to take a step back, just be mindful and aware, and don't push yourself into something if it feels painful. Become the observer of whatever happens in your physical body, in your mind, in your breath. See if you can take a step back outside of it and just watch. Take 2 deep breaths. you're on your back, release the knee, allow the soles of the feet to find the mat, knees bent, pointed up towards the sky. If you're in the sleeping swan, come up onto your palms. Back knee moves forward, front knee moves back, and from tabletop, we will all meet together, lying on our back, knees bent, pointed up, feet wide, knees together, allowing the knees to sway side to side in windshield wipers. Allow the eyes to close here. Rest your attention on your hips. Allowing all of that energy that's been unblocked to flow all the way from your hips down towards your toes, all the way up to your heart, to your fingertips, to the top of your head. Come to stillness, walk the feet parallel to each other. Just pause for a moment, noticing any vibrations in your hips, in your legs. You might feel some tingling sensations in your fingers. Slowly stretch one leg long and the other, coming into Shavasana. Take a moment if you need to move your body around, find a comfortable place, and allowing the body to become heavy, relaxed, soft. The breath flows naturally in and out of the body in its own pace. Observing any parts of the body, connecting with the earth, the floor, the yoga mat. Notice the temperature of the room or the wind, any sensations towards your skin. Any sounds around you. Just become aware of your environment. And pulling your attention back to your breath, into your body, allowing the mind to become still. Any thoughts arising, allow them to just pass by like clouds on the sky. Taking this final moment with yourself to allow the body to recover, and rest. Start to deepen your breath, allowing the breath to bring you back into your body. You can move in the toes, the feet, fingers and the hands. Maybe circulating the wrists and the ankles. Maybe letting out any yawn or any noise. Stretching the body. Now whenever you're ready, roll over to the left side of the body. Eyes remain closed. Allowing the body to neutralize, the mind to prepare to come back into the day. Notice what has changed in your body, in your mind, in your breath. Maybe set an intention for the rest of the day or for the rest of your life. Anything you would like to take with you from today's practice. And slowly coming back to the seated position. Eyes closed, palms together in front of the heart. Sending love and gratitude to your body, to yourself. Taking this time for yourself. Hands come all the way to the top of the head. Fingers pointed upwards, sending gratitude to the universe and to life. Hands coming down to the point between the eyebrows, the third eye. We're sending love and gratitude to each other for sharing our practice together. Hands back down in front of the heart, and we bow to each other in love and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. This is the last video of this short series. So if you have any feedback or any ideas or suggestion for more videos, it could be Yin Yoga or any other practices you would like to do, either write it in the comments or send me a message privately. And also, of course, if you have any questions or if there's anything else that you want to share, you can also message me. This process is a tool for you to be able to build your own daily practice, your own sadhana. So take whatever poses you like, and you can stay, of course, stay longer than we have done. This is just examples of what you can do, how you can practice So find whatever works for you, whatever feels good in your body, and use this as a tool to build your own practice. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.